Hello students, welcome to Smarter Engineer. Hope you are doing well. Today our topic is encoding scheme and mainly Lempel-Ziv encoding schema. In our previous lecture we have already discussed what is encoding and decoding, and we also discussed Arely and Huffman encoding technique in brief. Now today our main topic is Lempel-Ziv encoding technique or LSW encoding technique. But before going to this, I want to discuss something about my previous lecture, that is RLE, because RLE is really needed to understand this Lempel-Ziv encoding technique. And Lempel-Ziv encoding technique is not as much important as RLE or Huffman, but still there is a possibility of short note type question, of getting short note type questions in your semester exam on LSW encoding schema. So what is RLE? RLE or run length encoding is a lossless type of compression technique, and this is simplest data compression technique. Okay, and lossless compression technique, so it is reversible. We also can decode it. After encoding we also decode it. In this, runs of data are stored as a single data value and count rather than original run. So in this run of data is stored as a single data value. Sequence of same symbol or data value are changed. Okay, so data compressed by eliminating redundant elements. And what is the purpose of this compression? Because always compression saves our storage space, reduce communication capacity requirements. We can also upload in the internet easily. Some code must be substituted for eliminated element. Based on this code, receiver can reconstruct original data. We also can reconstruct it. So mainly there are two type of category, lossless and lossy. You know that lossless means no informations are lost. Lossy means decompressed data may be an approximation to the original. And oldest and simplest. RLE is oldest encoding schema and simplest, very simple. Long string of blanks, nulls, etc. cause redundancy, but scans data for string of blanks also. And it substitutes the character code for the string that is encountered. It can actually suppress the entire string in a simple code. Suppose, take an example, there is 9b, B type of 9b written there. I have already discussed this example in my previous lecture, and I am I will give you the link of my previous lecture of RLE in the description box below. You just click and just read it from there. So instead of writing 9b one after another, we can write just number 9 and b, 9b. That's it. So it actually reduces the overhead. Look, this is an example. Suppose the string is xyz bb qrx, and it is replaced by, suppose, xyz, okay, sc5 qrx, where sc is a special compression indication character, b is for blank space, and sc denotes 5. Why? Because there were 5 b's there, that's why 5, and qrx. So it becomes so much easier and much more lighter in the sense small volume or storage space is required for this. At receivers, scan incoming character also has special character, reconstruct the original data, etc. Now, compress run length encoding, what it does actually compress any type of repeating data sequence at transmitter, identify the repeating characters to replace and found, etc. So you can see here the example I have already discussed, and this is just an example. So after that, I will start the Lempel-Ziv encoding schema. Hope you have understand again what is run length encoding RLE. Now it is easier to make you understand the LZW or Lempel-Ziv encoding technique. Now this is Lempel-Ziv-Wells encoding schema. For definition, it is a very common compression technique. It is basics of many PC utilities that claims to double the capacity of your hard drive. Actually, there are so many applications and PC utilities, utility program are there. They actually claims that they can double up your computer speed, PC speed. They actually use this Lempel-Ziv coding technique. It is lossless. No data is lost here. Okay. It performs codings of group of character of varying length like GIF, PDF, TIFF. These are the example of Lempel-Ziv-Wells. LZW is a universal lossless compression algorithm abbreviated as Lempel-Ziv-Wells. LZW is the compression of a file into smaller file using a table-based lookup algorithm invented by Abraham Lempel, Jacob Ziv, and Terry Wells. Actually, these three people, according to these three people, it's named Lempel-Ziv-Wells encoding LZW encoding technique. Abraham Lempel, Jacob Ziv, and Terry Wells. It is a process of reducing size by encoding its information more efficiently. And it is lossless, so no data loss is occurred here. A smaller file size is generated in order to achieve the first transmission. It replaces the strings of characters with single codes like RLE. That's why I have discussed RLE. Because you have to know how RLE actually shortens the strings. The technique is different in RLE and LZW, but idea is more or less same. How does it work? How does Lempel-Ziv encoding technique work? Lempel-Ziv coding works by following steps. There are a few steps. First step, reading a sequence of symbol. Okay. Reading a sequence of symbol. Number 2, grouping the symbol into a string, converting the string into codes, then finally we get a compression or compressed data. The first one, reading a sequence of symbol. Second one, grouping the symbol into a string, then converting the string into a codes, and finally we get the compressed data. Here you can see the TIFF, GIF I have already discussed, PDF, unique compressed, GZIP, etc. These file formats are used in this encoding schema. Compression occurs when a single code is output instead of string character. The first 256 codes are by default assigned to the standard character set. Clear? Clear? For most palette colors image, LZW yields the highest compression efficiency without sacrificing image data. The GIF image file format is the de facto standard for image of the web. Most GIF files use the LZW compression. So LZW compression is highly appreciable and it is used by most of the encoder. They actually use in their utilities or program or something like that. Now you have to understand the algorithm also for LZW compression, how it actually works, how the algorithm works. This is the main important things here. LZW algorithm, there are 4 steps actually in this algorithm. First, just try to understand this coding technique. Like LZW compression follows W is equal to nil while read a character K. You have a string, so you have to read a character from the string. If W of K exists in the dictionary, W is equal to WK. If the character actually exists in our dictionary W, then W is equal to WK, else add WK to the dictionary. Suppose there is a particular character or word in my dictionary, then I don't have to again insert it into my dictionary. But if it is absent in my from my dictionary, then I have to insert it in my dictionary first. Clear? Output of the code, then we can get W, and W is equal to K. That's it. So in simple language, we can say step 1, source sequence is sequencing some passed into string that have not appeared so far. So we have to look the string or some character that has not appeared so far. This is our first step. Step 2, after every separation, look into sequence until we found the shortest string which is not marked before. First we have to separate the character from a string. Then after separation, look into the sequence until we found shortest string. Step 3, code this phrase by giving the location of the prefix value of the last bit. That is A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, like this. We will get an example and I will discuss this later. But step 4, getting the final compressed output. Okay. So what is step 3? Very important. Code the phrase. We have to code the phrase as prefix number like 0, B is equal to 1, and put this binary number of prefix. And step 4, getting the final compressed output. So before going to the example, and this is LZW decoding also, just opposite to LZW encoding, and there is also an algorithm same as like encoding, just opposite to encoding. To get the output here, we have to plus previous output of first character. This is the main difference, otherwise more or less same. Now come to the example. Suppose there is a string banana bandana. Okay, I have to encode it using LZW. How it actually works? First we have to make an index and entry based dictionary types. You can see this. Index 0 is equal to entry A, 1, B, 2, D, 3, N, and 4 which is space. 4 is space or underscore, you can say. Now see this. First when B came from banana bandana, first B came, input is equal to B, current string is B. Seen this before? Yes, B is already seen because B is in our dictionary, letter B. Okay, so encoded output nothing, dictionary, new dictionary entry nothing. Again B, after B it is A, BA, current string BA. So BA is seen before? No, there is nothing about BA. So this is no. And we have to write encoded output as 1. Why 1? For no it is 1? No. Because in previous case B is equal to yes, that's why this is 1 in this case, BA. And BA is getting entry in the new dictionary. Clear? And BA get the new entry index, that is 5. Why 5? Because up to 4 it is already declared. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 already declared, so it is 5. Clear or not? Again BAN. So now it is AN. B is already inserted. Now it is AN. AN you have seen before? No, there is nothing about AN. So there is already 1 and after that 0 came. From where? From my previous section. 1, 0. And AN inserted and it is index is 6. Next, BANA. So now in our string is current string is NA. NA is also not seen. So 1 0, and from my previous we can say it is 3. Why 3? Because there was n, entry of n, and you can see your index and entry value n is equal to 3. That's why 103. But NA is not in dictionary, that's why NA is in dictionary portion, and its index is 7, 5, 6, 7 like this, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 like this. So like this, please try at your home, and you can get BANANA like this underscore bandana, and finally you can get the dictionary index and output also, and this way you can make LZW encoding. And this is also decoding schema for same. You don't need to understand this decoding schema, you just need to understand the encoding, how LZW encoding works, like RLE and Huffman also. But nothing sum related, problem related question will come in a semester exam with LZW encoding. Just you can get a short note type question with LZW encoding, that's it, nothing else. And then you have to write the algorithm, and you have to give an example with definition and advantage disadvantage, that's it. So what are the advantage of this LZW encoding? Extremely effective when there are repeated patterns in the data that are widely spread. This is very much important. Obviously, whenever repeated patterns we can get, we don't need to insert this again and again in my dictionary. Prior knowledge of probability of occurrence of symbol to be encoded is not required. That's an advantage. Simple coding technique with high compression ratio. LZW compression is fast and lossless. Yes, this is very much important because lossless and it is fast. This compression takes a minimal amount of time. And what are the disadvantage? There are two disadvantage. Create entries in the dictionary that may never be used. The dictionary entry we can't use in future. And number two, LZW is a fairly old compression technique. This is not new, this is the oldest. So nowadays there are so many type of compression technique in market, so we can't use LZW actually, but still we can say this is old standard, so someone can use this, and many people can, still now use this. That's it. So this is all about Lempel-Ziv encoding technique. A 5 marks question you can get from the here in your semester exam, nothing else. So hope you have enjoyed the session, and if you have any query, any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And if you like the video, please do a thumbs up and share our video. Thank you. Bye bye.